Speaker.
I call Potaperoni.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker, tēnā hoki tātou I noho nei rota te whare. I rongo ngā kōrero e pāna ki ngā herenga o etahi o ngā mema Māori. E noho nei roto te whare ki te rōpū nei. Tēnā pēr, ko te take nei, ko taka te kapa. Ka hihia nau etahi a tātou kia mau aua kapa. Kia hatia. Engari ko te mea nui mena he tika ana wa rātou hakapapa, kore kau he raru. Mr. Speaker, just by way of explanation, acknowledging everyone in the House, and referring to the comment of the previous speaker about the number of Māori members coming out of the woodwork, so to speak, and making their genealogical connection to this trust. And I made the rather facetious comment that perhaps the reason that we're doing that is that the penny has dropped. In other words, there is a possible monetary rationale for their connection. But in spite of that, I acknowledge their right to claim their whakapapa to the Wairarapa. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of New Zealand First, I can say that we will be supporting this bill and acknowledge the member who brought it to the House. I should say that we certainly do recognise the need to update the wording of an act that has used rather archaic language, particularly in terms of its description of the Church of England. And I think the bill does that very well, and it has the support of members of the Trust who came before the Maori Affairs Select Committee and made their submission. I should also say, Mr. Speaker, that for me, I'm not quite sure whether, in fact, the description tangata whenua of Wairarapa is prescriptive enough. But then the members of the current board, they accepted this description of those who would be entitled to apply to the trust for assistance. And I acknowledge that. But I just make the comment from someone who has seen a lot of people use the description tangata whenua to go beyond the original intent of the comment. But having said that, I support the members of the Trust who've said that. Mr. Speaker, reference has been made to the Bill of Rights, and I certainly, as a member of the Maori Affairs Select Committee, was grateful for having that issue pointed out to us, and I think that the bill reflects our acceptance of the issues that were raised in regards to that part of the bill, sir. The other thing I want to comment is on the request by members of the Trust seeking to have the bill written in Māori. And the reason that the committee was given for not being able to do so was that the original act that this bill amends was not in te reo Māori. So we accept that, but we certainly, and I certainly as a member of the Maori Affairs Select Committee, look forward to having all bills that are passed through this House in te reo Māori. The other part I want to make comment on, sir, is the bill widens the range of investments to anything lawful. I might have thought that with the influence of the Church that they may have included putting thought to moral investments. And I only say that because that has been an issue regarding some of our KiwiSaver administrators and the comments made about where they invest those funds. And while they may have invested those funds in towards legal investments, the public of New Zealand certainly queried the question as to whether or not they were moral. But again, the trust board members, they accepted that, and I'm quite happy to support them in that regard. I don't have too much to add, Mr. Speaker, but other than to say that we in New Zealand First certainly support the bill and we commend it to the House.